Listening to the best music. Sometimes you need to act clueless. No, you are the real not effect before it's too late. Mjini shule, karibuni shule. Kwa wale waliochangia kwa wengine usonge kule. Noto boy Kenya unahitaji connection ka TikTok. Mboka bila gaji staki yo risto. Wakina risko manga limtolea pisto. We only die once akiandani sikopi kifo. Kani kwa pati ya mishona. Unafunja kabati duku safi noma noma. Kwanza naanza. You're now listening to the best music. All day, every day.
Good afternoon, family. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing amazing. This wonderful evening, morning, whatever the time is on your end. It's exactly 28 minutes past 4 p.m. right here in the 254. A very chill weather. Literally, let us know how is it on your end. And of course, welcome to another episode of the Reaction Time. Right here with me, myself being the captain of the day, J-O-B-Y, and of course joined by the one and only Shmani in the building.
What good amazing people, how we doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Reaction Time. Excited to be here. The coming message with the money plan.
How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
How is your week going so far?
Easy, happy, I can't complain, and just easy. Let me just say it's an easy week.
Yeah.
You're calm.
Okay.
How is yours?
Feeling the same. Just chill, literally. Niko tu, exist, yeah.
Alright.
Just existing.
Okay.
But yeah, karibuni to another time or session of the Reaction Time as we react to videos. And today we're gonna be reacting to quite sensitive videos and literally mostly focused on women. I don't want to talk about the Russia situation anymore because it's too much now. Where did Chunga to come a dame? Like literally be careful. But I'm gonna start with this video of this lady actually talking about how she was raped in her own apartment. And the crazy part is that actually even the rapist went ahead and come to me a message, sent her a message after raping her. Akamwambia, if you try actually go, you know, report me because eventually you'll figure out who I am because I'm texting you and my father has money and there's no utanipeleka. Actually that story is gonna be buried and forgotten about. So let me share the video, and I think literally there should be consequences, especially in African countries, about rape. It's not, I feel like it's a matter that is not really taken so serious, and I feel like until you're in that situation, or if you've never been in that situation, you'll not understand how a woman feels like being touched unwantedly. Literally a good example we say ni makanga kushika. Like that shit really, I've seen women reacting to it, how piercing it is. You know, na mademo wakifanya videos, at least now people talking about it, how you'd be walking instead of unajua unaenda kupanda matatu, or you know you don't want to board a matatu, so why would you literally touch me? And for me, I have literally the audacity of telling someone usinishike, erubaki ukinitukana, I don't give a shit, but don't touch me. Especially the way men go to kususu just anywhere and just shake their little thing.
They're always touching their balls.
No,
like,
exactly.
They're not washing their anamakanga unuka jasho, like it's not good.
Be biased. So let me share this. This is very, very sensitive. As a lady, I'd say I really felt, I didn't listen to the whole video, but it's the audacity of even the rapist literally texting. And we talk about the consequences that should be met literally when it comes to these kind of cases, because we have so many rapists walking scot-free, and the fact that he's doing this, who knows atafanyia nani mwingine hivyo. And the audacity of saying my dad has money, you can't take me anywhere. So this is Mirabelle, literally justice for Mirabelle. Is it Mira? I think Mirab, sorry, Mirab, not Mirabelle, but Mirab.
Apartment, February 15th. I got it yesterday in my apartment, February 15th in the morning. I have insomnia. If I'm not drunk or I can't sleep. So the Saturday I drank and like it wasn't working, but I needed to be high enough so I could sleep. My eyes were tired but I couldn't sleep. I slept around 6 a.m.
Yeah, she has the accent of Nigeria, you know.
Around 9 I heard knocking on my door and I was like, I thought maybe one of my neighbors, because it's Sunday morning, most of them would have gone to church. Maybe one of them wants to ask for something or something like that. I stood up. I was having a headache. I was still drunk and I was having a headache, and immediately I opened the door. I got pushed back. Before I get to my door, like there is my fridge, and then a few steps forward there is my door. I hit my head on the door because I couldn't, like, I got pushed back. I hit my head on the fridge. I passed out. Opening my eyes, there is a man over me. There is clothes stuffed in my mouth and tied, and I was just scared, like mumbling, maybe somebody could hear me. But it's Sunday. Most people would have gone to church. Most of them, because even the neighbors close to me has gone to church, because that's when I faintly hear me mumbling. But when I felt like it has been over 20 minutes and I've just been mumbling and shaking, there's nothing I have to do, because I don't know this person to be hearing it. I just stayed there. Then later on, in the end, I was bleeding, and I don't know why I was bleeding. I thought I got my period, but today the person texted me. It turns out this person inserted a face blade into my body and cut me so I could bleed. He said he was trying to shield me in being the first one that I could sleep with. He sent me a text. I don't think to do that. Well, post it after this video. Sorry. I've had everything going on with me, and I'm so sorry. I can't do everything. And I didn't want to react, but I went to my friend's place. I called my friend to come pick me. And I needed to.
So she's so emotional, you can't even hear the words clearly. I'm struggling also to hear the words clearly, especially when she starts crying. But she literally later posted the picture of the guy what he texted. I'm gonna read it, but I'm not understanding what's going on in the comment section. What one is a coffee or tea, pink or blue, pink or purple. I don't understand what is supposed to be meaning, because nowadays I've noticed there's literally some codes on TikTok. What TikTokers are using codes when it comes to some certain communication. I don't get it. So 10 over 10, 20 over 20. What the hell is this? So there's literally, I'm saying, no serious comment of people actually addressing about this, or like ni pink or blue. Others are saying this is heartbreaking, and you're talking about 47,000 comments, and the video has literally over 1 million views and over 1 million likes, literally, and over 1 million views. So the guy texted. Let me play the video. The guy texted, and I want to read the text what he said. So he said, "I'm sure you don't know me because you decided to close your eyes even after waking up from passing out, and I want to tell you that even if you remember me," I think Wasimo, it's way easier to read it. Let me read it through my phone, it's a little bit easier. This is really, really crazy. But what do you think, Shmani, should be done to?
Of course,
this is not the first time we're talking about this. This is not the first time. The last time I think we talked about rape ni ule I think she was a student, and akapanda matatu, akaekewa ile dawa fulani, and she woke up amerepiwa. That was actually a student. And then kuna mwingine mama, remember, also like traveling, then akaekewa dawa pia, rape. The matatu company could not explain literally the incident to. So they should be, not really think, but there should be serious consequences when it comes to rapists. I feel few countries, but Zamaju knows me takes rape cases very serious. China also recently, especially after the Epstein file, wamesema you're gonna be literally ni kuhaniwa. If you found you've defiled a child or anyone, literally hanging. Akuna like excuses. What are you gonna say about that?
I definitely do agree, Joby. It is high time. It is really high time. Consequences are taken when it comes to rape. I feel like they're supposed to be castrated for me.
Yeah.
And they say jaribu kuamsha chochote. Ndio manudia mwanaume, because like a man's pride is his manhood.
True, that's
you can never tell, like mwanaume anaweza kuwa na doo Joby, lakini kama kitu yake ni ndogo ana hata pride ya kukujia demu.
Yeah.
A man's pride, I feel like, is his manhood, and his manhood is supposed to be chopped off, because when you are raping that person, you don't want to tell me, Joby, that you are the only person who has seen, and there is no even excuse to say eti aliva kitu pude malikuwa kwa nyumba yake. How did one thing I don't understand is how did she open, and how did the guy get the confidence, Joby, kuja tu kwake kumrape?
So I think Kunim say either it's a stalker, according to what I'm trying to understand. Either the guy is a stalker, he's been stalking this girl for a very long time. Because explanation kwa text, like literally it's giving stalker for me. So he says, I'm sure you don't know me because you decided to close your eyes even after waking up from passing out, and I want to tell you that even if you remember me or my face, because we have met twice. Nona. So that's number one, a stalker. We've met twice and you kept ignoring me. The second time I had to pay boys to stop empty bike from entering the side so you wouldn't and talk to me, but you kept yourself. You complimented the way I speak, and you said I smell nice, but you still refuse to give me your number, and you're so good looking and you sound so cute, and I wish you could make some I call like all aligned together, keeping. So you went ahead and said, I'm scared if I take out the cloth and untie your mouth you would scream, but seeing your mumbling and that little tears that when you gave up and stayed still was so satisfying. But anyways, your body is so compliment nini body nini akasema you are smart and you will definitely figure out who I am, but let me tell you, my father has the money to bury the case right before it gets to the court, so I don't bother my darling, and besides you can't find me. You don't even have the money to, considering your situation. You are feeding from a hand to mouth situation, and living on an edge of life, so keep the little money to feed, okay guy. Able to it continues country the rest, but it's the audacity. Na akamwambia before I use a face blade to cut you, to stimulate ngori sana
Kumthreaten pia.
Ngori. So this is really
I can know this guy, but this guy akona pride na akona ego eti babake akona. Anamwambia pale ti enough, you know who I am. Because unaweza sema eti the instances unajonga kijana kali ukatia. Mostly ka ulimcompliment ukasema unanuka vizuri. You'll always have that, you'll be like, it's this guy. Unajua hata kama ni wewe, unajua sana nishaika na wewe pahali, unajua. So definitely angejua ni nani. But it's the audacity of this guy telling her this, because I don't understand how so meaning he's been stalking her. He knows, because anamwambia hadi anajua penye anaishi, nyumba yake haina shit. Anaishi kwa edge of life. So as you waste hiyo pesa kwa living on a hand to mouth situation, and you can't do anything. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of people who do a lot of stuff just to say it. A lot of, and they get away with it just because their parents have money, or just because they come. People have killed people na wanatembea scot free. Wengine hata wametolewa tu Kenya, wazazi wao ndio utacost rap you. I was listening to somebody alikuwa anasema sisi tulikuwa tunapanishiwa kukuja Kenya. Like that's the they were being given, like school kids and stuff. So if the parents want to punish them, they send them back to to Kenya. So for them that's a punishment.
Okay.
So naweza pata like these people, some of them they work scot free with crimes. The family pays court case in actual wazazi wako wakufiche huko, after years vitu zime cool down, you're taken back, or some are even working scot free on your face and you can't do anything about it. How many people have been raped? Do you know the udem venya nalia una feel asira?
I know.
She's mentally
messed
funga
up.
macho. Anytime you're trying to sleep, that is the person you see every day of your life, and to rub a rape, it will take a lot.
Really hard.
And some people don't even heal completely. Like I don't think you can ever heal from somebody touching you and taking your virginity, or taking your womanhood by force. Now, essentially, it is just super crazy.
Have you ever had a stalker? Like
I
someone
think
stalking
so.
you,
Yes,
not really online, but someone always like stalking you, following you. Like you, recently, personally approach men kwa barabara hapo kwa stage yangu, nikamwambia cheki huyu msa ameshinda akinifuata na si mara ya like he really follows me. Ule you can tell, like you know when you're walking you can tell someone is following you. Unaongeza steps is the adding the steps. Unaongeza speed anaongeza speed. Ukipunguza anapunguza, uko like damn, someone is really following me.
Yes.
Someone is really following me. So mimi nikasimama, mara ya mwisho nakumbuka nisimama before I approached the bike guys, because despite approaching him, asking him, bro, tuko na shida na wewe, why are you following me? Clearly he was following me. Ambia na mimi nataka tu namba yako.
But si uombe vizuri. Kama unataka namba, si uombe namba vizuri, why are you coming? Because like kama unataka, because sometimes time yenyewe utakuwa peke yako, si kwa barabara na watu wengi. Is one that you can also feel uncomfortable. And one thing about women, we always know. We have instincts. You can tell.
I was not really looking even good.
This
but it's really like a corner motive. Like it's not good.
Talk with your sim.
Meet gave rapist literally. That's the first thing that literally hit in my head. Niko like say alifollow na intentions. Sasa na lots on anatembea hivi chini ataki umuone face clearly because ashaona umemuona. So me nikasimama hapo kwa stage, then is kusimama because I wanted to take the bike. So nikasema acha nisimame first before I take the bike. What's happening? Akasimama nikana kama approach kama bro, tuko na shida na unanijua, mbona unanifuata? Ametina niko katika namba. Nikamwambia no, I give you my number plus why you akaona niko serious, akatembea kidogo anaenda. Then kidogo akarudi. Literally he's still looking at me, ila anatembea but is anaenda kiniangalia, literally looking behind akiona direction nataka kuchukua. Nika approach wase wa bike, nikamwambia cheki this guy ameshinda akinifuata. So one of them akamapproach mzarada, bro tutakuvunjia hapa. Tutakuvunjia. Even went kwa Tom hapo nikajifeel for the guy with the handbag. This guy's following me, like he's really following me.
Was it at night?
Yeah. Na imagine time you toka hapa.
Because that can be a rapist.
Literally time natoka hapa. Niko like bro, alafu hakukuwa na watu kwa barabara. That is literally days kwa barabara, that days you find people actually are less. Is kwa kukuwa na wasee wengi. Niko like why is this guy is following me? I told Tom, nikamwambia mtu wa bike akamwambia tutakuvunjia hapa. Unajua udem z. Nilikuwa nataka namba. It didn't make sense to me. Like anaka chokora literally. Hata kama mtu akona simu, anaka tu chokora rapist, mtu amejiachilia sijui anakaaje. That was really scary. So you can imagine literally there are women who literally have stalkers. Consistently just always on your neck or on your back.
No, you are pole na kusoma. It's crazy. I've never had like a serious stalker like that I can remember. Who tell you like nakuonanga unapita hapa, unaishigi hapo, like mbona hujaini salimeko, unajua penye naishi na unaniona, mbona kuja unanitext
hapo kwa kuishi. That's why I get now super crazy.
Yeah, because
what do you mean you know where I live?
So meaning anakuonaga, anaona siku moja atakutext sijui wapi, and then they text online, you know, and it's crazy because you don't trust we ni nani?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's kind of really
super crazy. But I'm looking at literally countries that have consequences of rape, serious consequences of rape, and they're saying consequences of rape vary significantly by country, ranging from the death penalty to imprisonment, while many regions still face challenges with impunity and legal system that fail to protect victims. Kenya, that's one of them. Nigeria, such a failed state. In some cultures, victims may also face severe social stigma, literally. Because I think also we need to look at that, literally. Because kuna madem, especially madem, I think they don't, even men don't recover.
Yeah,
I feel like
don't.
men
don't, that's all they turn into. Because like men, most of them, I feel like it's not being raped by women. I think they're being sodomized.
Yes, yeah,
and unapatanga they turned into maybe gays and stuff like that. Unajua, sodomy men is like have conversation job in a young man. Alikuwa class, lose virginity class 7. But alimalizisha virginity. And they enjoyed it. Have conversation like with 3 or 4
that should
men.
Be considered
And yes, and I'm like, if it was a woman, ingekuwa mimi ni dem ndo niko class 7. Alafu tuseme shamba boy. That's rape. But for men, ali nilikuwa na kuambia mwingine aliambia eti yalitoka jo. I think mama alianza kuona wamekuwa dole. Na udem I think ni mdogo, maybe she was in 18, 21 hapo. Na wako dole. Siku moja kitoka jo anapata mbocha yuko. So anaambia eti yeye mamake innocently walikuwa watoto wengi, so they were sharing beds. So when mbocha aliletwa kambiwa alala na mbocha na ni mtoto unajua ni mtoto
shika boobs.
Sasa mbocha ndiye alimfunza, alichukua nini akaka kwa boobs, akaniambia akamteremshia, akamwambia afanye hivi. Sasa alikuwa anatoka shule mapema, lunch time ana make sure amekuja haraka afanye hizo tabia na hapo ndio ashaanza kufunzwa dole system shule. Staff sasa ashaanza kujua. Lakini baada juu ni nini? Bot ndiye anamshow hizo mtana atoka shule mapema. Before watu wakuje, anakimbia. Yeye alikuwa ananiambia, alikuwa anauliza shule hivi. Mbio home. Kila siku Mbocha anamwagia mzigo. Kila siku. So one time he just came back after lunch, akapata Mbocha ameenda na mama. Yote the happiness is gone. So I've had a lot of people have conversation with men. And like, why didn't you say? Do you know that's so for them it's not that. But most of the men at that age, the ones that I go through it, okay, that have been sodomized by other men at younger age.
Literally, that's traumatic.
Now when I'm innocent,
bravo.
Unajua.
Crazy. So countries with extreme penalties and death penalty and capital punishment, and of course we have not even one African countries. Of course we have Afghanistan, which the rapist may face punishment by hanging or being shot in the head. Wow, that's crazy. Bangladesh approved the death penalty for rape. China can face the death penalty and in some cases castration. Rape is punishable by death. Of course, I don't know. Literally, it's these Arabic countries, as you can see, mostly. In Iran, rape can result in the death penalty, either by hanging or stoning, although this can sometimes be substituted with compensation. In North Korea, rape is executed by firing squad, often in public. In South by firing squad ngori sana, wala kumekuwa kitafutwa, you're the target, so kuna spies tu weka ukijua kichwa inaenda anytime. Saudi Arabia, convicted rapists can be publicly beheaded. Wow, Saudi Arabia, can imagine literally how to a victim. United Arab Emirates, rape is punishable by death. In India, the death penalty is applicable if the victim dies and is left in a vegetative state, or
really
the perpetrator.
That's not okay. Eti akidedi ndio mnamnini. ndio
Ngori.
rapist anauliwa.
Ngori. So
Crazy.
countries with imprisonment and legal, so it's only countries with death penalty, serious extreme death penalties. Countries with imprisonment and legal consequences, we have the US, where punishment is generally imprisonment with sentences varying by state. Some jurisdictions allow shorter sentences for sex offenders who agree to voluntarily chemical castration, castration, whatever.
Yeah.
Kushinda kupronounce it kwa nini. But in the US, I don't think even they take it serious, because
Yeah, because like a lot of people.
This Epstein files number one, that should be the number one judge.
Literally,
Like we've
I
had so many
agree.
cases of these people, literally in the States, especially to be specific, women, walking away with rape, children, literally. Again, the Epstein files. Why haven't these people not behind bars? We also have Australia. Rape carries imprisonment with an sentence on 7 years in some regions. That is EE. We have the Victoria. In Europe, that is UK, France, Sweden, Finland. Rape is a criminal offense punishable by imprisonment with legal shift towards consent-based definitions. We also have South Africa, where of course it's imprisonment and legal consequences. South Africa, despite having a high rate of sexual violence, especially for Kwanzaa, it's very high. The rape cases ziko mingi Kwanzaa, South Africa, and I feel that actually that's why we have the high cases of utapata hadi teenagers, they have HIV. Like the cases of HIV, I'd say they are mostly promoted because of the rape cases and the victims not being how do I say, like wajashughulikiwa literally, and there's no consequences again when it comes to the rapist. They're saying that rape is criminalized, although enforcement is a significant challenge. And then we have conflict zones and war crimes. In areas experiencing conflict, rape is often used as a weapon of war. Of course, we know that by people like the UN. Shout out to them, the UN peacekeepers, with severe consequences for victims. Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, which high prevalence of conflict-related sexual violence recognized as a war crime, with victims often abandoned and facing extreme trauma. Literally, so you can imagine kuna war rape by the same people who are in the name of peace there. We have Sudan and Darfur reports of widespread sexual violence against girls by armed groups. Of course, we Ethiopia, which reported widespread sexual violence with significant weaknesses in state structure to ensure accountability. And countries with marry your rapists. Kuna countries with marry your rapists. Damn. Goddamn laws. The same way, some countries have repelled this legal system in some areas, particularly with the Arab League, have historically allowed or still allow rapists to evade punishment by marrying their victims. That's even more traumatic.
I know, like this person raped you and then you have to spend the life with them. It's
that's more traumatic. The same regional forecasts indicate that while some Arab League countries have closed these loopholes, others in cases involving minors. And Roger, for them, actually, it's a thing and a culture for them. Social and cultural consequences in severe societies, the consequences for victim can be greater than for the perpetrator due to the deep-seated culture, religious, and perpetual norms. They're saying that like the honor crimes in places like Libya and Afghanistan, victims of rape are sometimes killed by family members to restore honor. And you can imagine wengine, like you say, they send them away, And then we also have social stigma, where the victims may face rejection, abandonment, literally. You can imagine if you go tell a partner, I've once been raped. Imagine if it to you. Literally, even I'd say personally in my own situation, as much as it didn't happen, the attempt still, I can't tell my partner that story. Like, siwezi, I've never. I talk about it here, but I wouldn't open up to like my partner about it. Like, hey, cheki, yangu ashaijaribu there is that side eye, like you'll be given. I think so. Like mtu atakuangalia. Kuna vile tu I feel mtu atakuangalia. Yeah. And then abandonment by families, of course. Kuna wenye watakublame, literally. Remember, there's a case of where a lady was accused by a shushu. She was the reason why she was raped by the son, and the loss of social standing, and leading to the double victimization, literally, which is so, but it's given literally the same as HIV, you know, the stigmatization. We have criminalization of victims in some jurisdictions that prohibits adultery and fornication. Rape victims may be prosecuted if they cannot prove the rape, literally. So those are the laws, literally, according to 2025 2024 literally statements. And I'm looking at also the common psychology and emotional effect of this someone who has literally been under rape. They're saying there's of course the rape trauma syndrome, flashbacks and re-experiencing, emotional dysregulation, there's cognitive distortions where there is shame, like shame or feeling dirty type shit, mental disorder, and physical and behavior consequences is sleep disturbance, nightmares or terror, or literally nightmares all the time, hypervigilance, a constant state of being on edge or having jumpy starty response. So being on edge, it's giving that statement. Avoidance behavior, avoiding people, places, thoughts that can trigger the same emotions, physical and health issues, and some impact on our life with relationship dysfunction. Literally, we don't want to be in relationships.
I know that is very evident.
Loss of self, literally, that can happen or happens to a lot of people. Functional disruption, and recover, of course, and support. You need to go for therapy. You need support system and time. You need time also. Time. The same survivors may always remember the assault, but the intensity of the pain often decreases with time. So men, women, and all to the women, literally, especially if you have a daughter, whether young, especially if you're a young mother, like educate or be, I don't know, sometimes at always imagine you know, because this, we can't say this is even anything to do with the negligence that she was drunk in a club,
she was at
home,
home,
she was in her own house,
literally
raped in her own apartment. That is so sad. But moving on, we have another video I want to share here. This video I shared yesterday on my show, but I want to share it and combine it with another one of this lady talking about the women women what again, I'm gonna women dysfunctionality or whatever. Okay. So she's talking about women, especially with the Russia case, because of the Russia case, where women need to stop having the mentality of a man is always coming to save you. Like, you need to stop that, and which I actually personally agree, because nikiangalia sometimes, again, I always sit down and I look at some women or these social media pressure standards being set. And most of these women, again, most of the women, you remove a man in their life, they can't do anything. Like, kuna them too, minus this man in their life, there is nothing she can do for herself. She doesn't have a job. She has nothing put up together for herself. I end up after Mboka because she's so used to being provided for. And it's not wrong. Like, literally, we have such type of men. We have men who can just naturally provide for you. Like, I'd say for me, my dad is that type of a man. Like, bibi anaka kwa nyumba, ya provide. Hataki kuona bibi yake kwenda kazi.
Yeah, a lot of people, some men are like
there
that.
are men who are like that. But if he's a provider, why not? Like, and if you're comfortable with that too, that's cool. But there are women who najua too, probably this is someone's husband, or you keep on hoping from someone's husband to another. There's nothing umejijenga even from those people's husband. So if these men literally walk out of your life goes back from 100 to 0. There's nothing. Uwezi lipa rent, utafungiwa nyumba, uanze kuuza vitu ndoani, you keep up with the bills, which is you can agree to disagree, I'd say. Yeah. So let me share what she's saying, then we go to the
Kenyan women need to realize that nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Uko job hapo nini kwa supermarket, lakini you go through life thinking that, oh, one day I'm gonna bump into this guy and he's going to be so wealthy, and then atanipenda, and then atanitoa job hapa, and through that niomoke. Nobody's coming to save you.
Personally, I feel like that statement, as a woman, it's okay to be the Lulu like that. You know, it's okay to be the Lulu like that. Like, it's okay to be the Lulu, but don't leave this as don't make it a lifestyle. Like, don't make it like without a man I can't, without siwezi, like please jijenge.
Clock that shit, clock it. Nobody's coming to save you, nobody. And Kenyan women need to stop going through life thinking that manzi siku moja ndio tu natembea hivi nipatane na kichali kiko na do manzi kinipende kinitoka block. Nobody's coming to save you, no one. And vile mnagonga mmeweka wazungu at a certain pedestal is weird to me, because what do you mean? Mimi kwanza naangalia nizongo zao na sikia because our pendi watu weusi, let alone black women, they don't love us, they don't like us. Ni mafetish za upuzi na za ushetani na za devil worshipper, nothing else. Ni kwanza naonanga mtu ako na mzungu, not all of them, lakini nawahurumia, because I can only imagine the shit that you have to put up with in the daytime and alone usiku masaya shetani.
And which is true, leave alone even them mzungu. Most of the young women don't say a lot. I feel like madam, again, and I'll literally hint it and stick with that, but I've also seen that personally. I used to have, I call her a friend, but a lady we used to study with, and she is type of a woman, hivyo like bila mwanaume kwa maisha yake udem hakuna kitu, atapanga nyumba. Like you, at one time on her life she'll be doing good, uko like god damn ulipata mboka but now she ni bwana ya mtu literally who is providing. And the things you have to put up with, that's that point, the things you have to put up with, it's very disgusting. Like chenye mtu anakufanyia, ndio unaona hizi video za watu wanakulana ama mademo wanakulwa anal, like literally they're giving you
money, exactly. Hadi hizo masijeti leta rafiki yako siji nataka nikukule siji waje siji kule mavi, hizo vitu zote ni juu na pesa yako, because when you have your own thing job you can be able to say no to nonsense.
Exactly.
I agree with that, because anasema unatembea ni sawa. I was even telling you what in the morning, no woman, like I think every woman's dream is to get a man who can provide.
Yeah,
unajua, and if your man can really provide for you, mbona niende job?
That's true.
That's complain. Unajua, na si eti na complain eti there is nothing, amekupea kila kitu.
Yeah,
like I feel like that's a woman's dream, to get a man, like ikwe tu option ni wewe uliamua kufanya kitu yako. Unajua, but I feel like every woman's dream is just to be a wife. If that is what I'm thinking, not everybody, but I feel like that's almost every woman's dream. So it doesn't happen for everybody according to this life, and that's how the society is.
Life is unfair.
Yeah, life is unfair. Like you have to hustle. Kuna mwenye atangukia.
That's true.
I was even talking to my friend yesterday and I was
kuna mademu wanakuwa na majuju. Because they keep on like every mwanaume tu ako na do like crazy.
Kuna tu wenye wako hivyo, wako na hizo nyota.
Yeah.
Unajua za wanaume ka hawa. Then kuna lazima wewe hustle. Unajua lazima uweke tu mboka. Ukipata mwanaume wako utampata to the way.
Yeah.
Unajua, and utapata as you who knows us, you know how to keep, you know how to hustle, unapata by the time you get it, you hold it really strongly. It doesn't go to a waste than somebody who just got it.
Yeah.
Unajua, there's a difference now when it comes to longevity and stuff like that. But I was telling my friend yesterday, them si lazima kuwe na do. And that's how lucky we are as female. Naweza pata boyfriend, naweza kula, naweza ishi bila job.
True.
Because I'm a woman, but for a man you can't.
Men,
and that's the lucky thing about a woman, because a man will come and marry you whether you have a job or not. You'll say I'm taking care of you whether you have 6 digits or amekutoa kwa mama yako.
Nasemanga dem oga tu vizuri. Go out. There's always people.
Unajua, that's the lucky thing about being a woman. But again, it doesn't happen for everybody. Unadhani kila mtu mwenye angekuwa anavaa vizuri, wasichana anavaa vizuri hapa na bado wana hustle. Wana hustle vibaya, anavaa vizuri na slay na komboka na kobiz. Unaelewa? So it doesn't happen for everybody. I just feel like the Lulu part, where you think that's the only option, that becomes a problem. Because you'd meet that man in your element, Joby. Unafanya vizuri, you're doing well. Even the type of men you attract, utapata ni men who are doing well. 6 utapata mwanaume 6 figures ndiye anakuja kumapproach ama hata 7 figures. Unajua, so let it find you in your element. Isikuwe tunaongoja tu, hiyo kukae tunaongoja tu bila chochote shida. Kutamani si mbaya, kumanifest si mbaya, kila mtu anataka kurudi hapo at the end of the day. But usikuwe tu na chill
waiting for a savior.
I'm waiting for him to come. We are not in our mother's ages. Wao walikuwa wanafanya arranged marriages. Wewe mtoto wako ataolewa na ule hata, we are not in those era.
Especially because there is always some people say even you as a lady, hata wewe upate wewe mwanaume, huwezi kaa tu nde, like you gotta put yourself out there.
And then with the rates of divorce, marriages don't work. Umejieka hapo, umewekwa pia housewife, una chill. Marriage haijawa kumeenda, kila kitu imeenda hivyo. Unajua that's also the important part of kuaga na pia kitu yako na imanishi when I have my own thing I'm waiting for divorce.
Fact.
It just mean I'm taking care of myself because I love myself so much. To be open-minded, to know if anything happens, I am secure.
That's fact. Literally, because what she's saying, that women have to put up with crazy fetishes from other men just because you need that 20k. Umemwambia 20k, literally, he's gonna work you out for that 20,000. My annual, my hizo poti whatever, like crazy fetishes.
Nimeenda bash fulani yenye siku anajisika nishaisema hii story. Bash fulani nikapata kumbe ni sex bash.
I think you said it yeah.
Sasa kuna dem fulani nimeimuona kwa mabash, nyingine pia nilimuona na kakona kamzungu. Tena nikampata tena kwa hiyo bash ya pili. Alafu nikajiuliza, nikamwambia mabeste wake. Sasa unajua madem tumekaa, nikamwambia Udem yako na umzunye na wanaishadi pamoja na umzunye anamfanyia kila kitu. Basi mbona kana nampenda, unasikia story hapo eti mzunye anamletanga mabeste wake wa mdishi.
Crazy. I think Kadi Kipindi alikuwa anasema juzi, or one of the persons on the chat was saying white people have crazy fetishes like that, like ataleta mtu
nani bibi yake,
imagine anetu mtu akidinya bibi yake
anamleta kwa sababu alimleta kama hiyo, nalikuwa najua vizuri kwa niliuliza umse tulienda na yeye eti easy bash, kwa sababu shot niliuliza easy bash zenye tulienda wewe umejua aje? Akaniambia wao wanalipia, kuna mwenye na host anapewa 50k, so kila msemo mwenye anakuja bash anapewa host 50k. So host ni kuleta mamalaya na kuleta madem mwenye hao wase watakuja wa access. Na mtu alikuja na demu yake, wamekuwa kidate 4 years, na alikuja na yeye bashkai kufanya nini? Ndio kulu. And it is not the first time. So that's why I'm telling you, they put up and I was like, she's pretty, she's young. We were like CG22, CG21. I'm like, why are you putting up with all this bullshit in the name of you just want that lifestyle?
I feel like as a woman also how you carry yourself, like that's how people are gonna carry you. If you're easy to accept those kind of things, people ndio atakubeba. Imagine unaweza fika place hata kama hiyo ndio ilikuwa plan ya msee. Hata kama hiyo ndio ilikuwa plan ya msee, like they look at the way unajibeba or like I gotta do something more with this, more than what I'm
thinking or what I had in mind. So it's about plus also now you look at these other women, you'll be wasikanaka wanataka hizi way. So like hizo ma threesome, hizo ma sijui nini, hizo ma sijui ni kule na marafiki zake. Cause like unataka kuniambia unafiliange vizuri kuletea bwanako birthday. Make somebody explain that for me. Unamletianga madem juu unajua vizuri atakupea kenye unataka na una option. Cause kama una option utakubali ofala. Yaani utafute threesome zako huko nje peke yako. Unajua na usijaribu kukuja kuniambia ujinga.
In the name of open relationship. Like open relationship as you work, that is let's stop lying to each other out here. Open relationships are not working. That is literally BS. Like bollocks for real. But she goes ahead apart from explaining about to say I kind of like this lady because anaambianga mademu kweli. I feel like it's just the bare truth that women I'd say appeal women are not ready to swallow, sadly, literally. So I want to share this one first before I share literally relatable to what she said.
Majority of men,
this is Jerida and I think you can remember her from Inspector Mwala, literally
do not change their characters. They remain the same or get worse. And when I talk about character, I'm talking about the bad character. The majority of men do not change their bad habits, do not change their bad characters, do not change the characters you do not approve of. They only get better at managing those characters around you. And eventually they get comfortable in doing worse things around you because now you are with them and they know that you are not just about to leave. So
exactly, because you have nothing of your own going on.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
the only lady or woman with mtu ako na critical thinking and literally clear senses, you're not gonna allow that type of a
I
bullshit.
agree.
You're gonna check on your man. You're not gonna tolerate bullshit. Again, from the word go, especially kama mna mtoi, like let's say if a man abuses you from the word go, you know, fungua toka.
Toka, usimpe chance.
At change, bruh, you just
Literally.
open the door for now, like you been a punching bag, and you've allowed that.
Literally.
Yep.
But people only accept all those bullshit because huyu mwanaume anajua kuna penye utaenda na utarudi. The moment umemsamea amefanya hizo vitu anajua huyu hakuna penye ataenda. Na huyu hata ndamfanyia worse na atabaki na abaki. Because all the men are like babies. Venye unamweka ndo venye anakuwa from day one.
That's true.
Venye anakuongelesha, venye anakutreat ni venye wewe mwenyewe sikia kwanza ulikubali. Kama wewe ni mtu ana nonsense unasema mwanaume wangu lazima afanye hivi na umemweka hivyo from day one utapata that is what you get from that man and they will not joke with you. But now you want to let him be whatever he wants to be. Men test women anaweza fika wapi? Huyu limit yake ni gani? Onja na anajaribu kukupokingi ndio aone kama ulibea hii.
Yep.
Meaning I can always get away with this. Now let me do even worse.
True.
But the moment me at raise to voice, we are gone. Because why? Don't raise your voice at me. And now you know who hata siwezi fanya the next thing with
That's
them.
true.
But if you actually let this man carry you around as bullshit in the name of we are not chochote, hata kubeba ufala.
pick your head and you ask, oh, and so why do women stay? Women stay because women always get potential. Women always see this potential.
Sadly, that's so true.
Women always imagine he's gonna get better. Oh, this
But
guy
think
can.
about it. Potential ni nini? Potential ni do. Job.
That's true.
Eh, sasa ndo
Potential
ukitoka
ni
na do
pesa,
yako,
acting,
uta give a damn about potential ya mwanaume. Cause like you don't give a fuck uko na pesa yako. Cause like let's not make it an idea. Women date for money. To be taken care of. Unajua I date for potential. If you have your, cause like rich people, do they really care about nani ako na pesa? Si ako na pesa?
Yep.
Nini namsumbua kama mwanaume ana pesa?
That's true.
Eh.
Change. Oh, this guy, there is a possibility. So women just stay in there with all the lies and all the bad characters. Why? Because there is potential. It takes an older woman to understand that, oh, all those things I stayed with, all those things I gave excuses for, they just really never changed. They just got worse. I'm just
And it will be too late for you to regret, like literally you held your life for someone who never changed, who never bothered maybe to see you the way you wish to be seen. And those I'd say they are the most unhappy marriages. Like mtu ako tu hapo, but they're not really happy.
Literally.
You just like in the name of let me stay because of the kids.
Man, imagine dying an unhappy person because of somebody.
Please. Let's
And
not make
then
that
one
mistake.
thing about if you're not happy in a relationship mentally,
You
it
will
will
not be
show.
okay,
It
yeah.
will show even physically.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll just be saddened, bitter all the time, unakonda, you unkept, then una psych. But when you see somebody who's happy in a relationship, imagine there's a way they glow.
True.
There's a way their body you just say like this one is loved properly
Facts.
and loved well.
That's true.
So why would you want us? Why would you? Because you can't also hide it. Unapatanga you have all the money, but umse anakuanga tu na roho mbaya. Unajiuliza kama mbona anakuanga hivi. Hajafurahi kwa remarriage yake.
Imagine the men even who come. I've seen this type of not really seen, but should I say seen? I don't know how to put it, but yeah, like mwanaume anakuja home but they're not actually yes, not seen but heard. Just recently, someone was saying they're not happy kwenda kwake.
Wow.
Like literally, this guy came to chill in my crib because ako like, man, kwangu ni stress. Like I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Ukiingia tu ni kelele,
Kelele.
kelele.
Hawataki.
Left, right, center. Umechoka kichwa. Someone is not even trying to ask you how was your day. Like trying to give you that peace of mind. Like it was really quite a shock to me. Like I knew it was really bad. After tumemaliza shughuli zetu, like unaenda mtaa zi. Tunaenda hivyo kwako. I'm like, okay. Me, I'm welcoming. Like, sawa, since tunaenda kupika, let's go, we eat. But you hear someone the way they're talking, like they are really hurt. Like anataka hadi kuhama atafute keja ndio apate space ya kwendanga kuchill kwa sababu every time he's home is just stressful.
And that's how unapata they have side chicks.
Imagine. This is how these people literally end up having side chicks.
Because like her home is not the people. Home is the feeling.
Yeah,
literally.
That's true.
Yeah, home is the feeling.
That's true.
And the feeling is given by the wife. So if
That's
your house
true.
is noisy, you feel like you're at home.
It's crazy.
So utaenda kwa ndo tapana side chick. Unaingia na kuita my king, anakupanguzia viatu, akuoshe mguu, akupikia, kupapase. Unadhani umeona tarudi kwake. Na anakwambia mwanaume kwanza akipenda ta invest, unapata ta invest on the side chick. Even compared to venye naika kwa bibi yake na kufaga na hasira huko. Unajua? And nowadays the people are not even scared of divorce. People kitu tu kidogo watu wameenda juu nampigia kelele kila siku.
I like that statement because I think it hit me recently nikisema like her home is not literally,
it's not people, it's not where,
yeah,
it's the feeling.
It's the feeling, like how you kwenda home, how you received. Exactly. Like I'd say even when it comes to kids, because mko naangalia picha I think ya fulani hapa Miss Mishuki, you know her,
yes,
the Miss World whatever.
Yeah.
And the way she was, alikuwa amepost picha yake na bwanake, then she said my whole world. So reading that statement ikanigonga tu kwa kichwa, niko like it's not just a word, literally this is like your home,
like your world,
like you have a reason. It kind of gives you a reason of being happy going back home. Like I'm excited because not even because I want to just chill in the house or sleep, like you have exactly that feeling and you're happy to be there.
Like hata kwako tu tuseme unaishi solo, but you're always excited to come back home because unajua there is that naenda kukani tulie nikae venye nataka nifanye hiyo feeling una feel. That feeling, is I feel like a home is more of feeling than a person, because nasema bibi yako ni home. Why? Because bibi yako anakupa hiyo feeling ya homeness. Nasema I found your home in you. Si venye unaishi. Ni venye unafanya umse I feel like I found a home in you. I found comfort, I found love, I found peace. So if you're not these people's peace, and people, why is peace? Because people know very well you can't live without peace.
That's true.
Eti maliza unampea peace ya nini? Unajua kwanza najua vizuri usipompea peace. And cheesy people want to cheesy, they're not peaceful.
Well, that's true. Literally. But as we wind up, I'm gonna wind up with this video.
Loser women activities on this app a lot. Therefore, I've come up with a list of loser women activities. And let's get into it. Number 1, women with multiple kids they cannot afford to raise. Because what do you mean in this day and age you're giving birth to so many children with the hopes that you're going to keep that man?
Thank you. For the longest time, I've been waiting for someone to say this. And personally, I'd say I have a problem because of just where I come from. I have a problem with my dad continuously always kuzaza to or my stepmom. Munaza kwa nini na mwezi atachunga wenye mko nao. What is the feel the world like? Sijui you want to extend the family ama mmoja atakuwa president. Shughulika nao wawili kwanza. Like what is I feel like that mentality to me, I always call it a poor mentality. It's giving poor mentality to me, like because you're not thinking ahead of how you can even you're not even calculating generational wealth for the even firstborn, secondborn already. Ushafikiria watano. You can't even feed yourself daily, and you're already like giving birth to 6-10 children. Like that shit doesn't make sense to me. And it should be. Women need to be educated, especially if you're young out there. I always say if marriage ya kwanza imefail, and I think I learned this from my mom and my aunties, because I've seen my aunties remarry a couple of times, my dad also being one of them. My mom has been married twice, but after 10 years. For my mom, I give her the credit because it's after 10 years actually, because my brother and I met after 10 years. The rest or majority of the people I know literally need 2 years ushaingia kwa relationship ingine, ushashika mimba, ushaza. He fail again. The next, I have an auntie who has 5 baby daddies.
One thing I always say, and ansema sawa, you can want love. Jaribu wa kwanza. Jani na umeona hiyo apili ukiingilia tafadhali take your time.
I know.
Take your time, jua mtu hata mimi nakwambia za hata after 10 years. Like si lazima, but at the end of the day Joby, me say I have a kid, right? One person and my marriage didn't work. It doesn't mean like I don't deserve love.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
I am a lover person and I know I have
Yeah.
I'd love to be loved. Kwa partner wangu.
Yeah.
The kid is innocent. Unaelewa? So I'm allowed to get into another relationship. But again, unaona repeat of stuff and you still do it. Like 6 months eti chali yangu umeshika mimba ingine, umeshika. That's unapata like I heard one people sometimes on TikTok people talking about like Ambaria kipeana alternative.
Yeah.
Unajua alikuwa anasema hii mwaka nisipopewa ring. Unajua
remember
alisema hiyo kitu jika ni kama shamani nani.
Yeah.
Akasema mtu hata si age. Ako like umse niko na mtoto na ye na yeye wa pili. Hii sipo work. Tu baby that becomes a problem. So now I'm trying to work.
And that should be the end.
Hii lazima iwaka kama wewe uende.
They always say there's a famous quote, just because you kissed one frog, don't let it stop you from meeting your Prince Charming.
And let not your boyfriend deter you from meeting your husband.
Literally. Yeah, so don't, just because you kissed one frog, it doesn't mean your Prince Charming doesn't exist. He's out there. But I feel like you need to be very cautious. Literally,
right.
Don't go giving birth here and here. Me, I really hate that.
Alafu hiki tu pia
because of that.
Iko na time ya kususu. Si lazima ushike mimba. Heshima ya kususu.
With the hopes that they become
Oh my
because
God.
of those kids. What do you mean you're multiplying in poverty? I'm just going to hold your hand. Loser woman activity. Number 2, women who are male-centered. What do you existence on this social media is to tell us how to keep a man, how to get a man, how to please a man, or what men you are
I
doing.
hate it.
Also, I know you might disagree or agree, Joby, but again, I also say male-centered etuna marafiki madem. That for me I also feel is like male-centered.
Okay.
Like, maisha yako tu ni maboy.
It's me. I mean, if you're me,
No,
I'm saying me. I am guilty as charged on that.
Listen, you can count you have one female
Yeah,
friend.
I do. Yeah,
exactly.
I do.
Kuna mtu mwenye atasemanga tu, yani madem, huwezi niambia it's not. Huwezi. Something is eti unataka best moja. Unja kunaweza kuwa like madem wanabo. Ni maboy, but there is always one girl. I'm at because you are male centered. You are a pick me. Wanaume madem do shida madem do. No lies, girl. You unataka kubambisha maboy. You are male centered person.
That's what's up.
Oh, my man gave me this. Oh, my ex gave me this. It's like, girl.
Me, Kwanza, if there's something I'll never do is give my time to on social media to listen to those women who give advices. Sijui how to keep a man, how to get a rich man, how to swipe as I go on.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. And I'm just going to hold your head again with a tissue in between and let you know that top level woman, loser woman activity. Next, women who worship celebrities. Because what do you mean your entire existence has been influenced by, borrowed from, or copied from a celebrity? Like the way you move, the way you talk, the way you dress, what's in your house. It's like you don't have a backbone. You don't even have your own brain to think about what you like, because everything has been copied, influenced, borrowed from. Tissue in between, loser woman activity. Next, women with secret animosity but still want to be your friend. You don't like me. You really don't like me, but you want to be my friend. Why?
I mean, I'll show you.
Yes,
I'll show you. I don't have time.
What is But like people can trust. You're like kupenda. Ni sawa na watu wanalala kuishi nayo. You don't die. Literally.
Fact.
It's not like unajifanya mbele ya mtu na unaweza muua. Afadhali mtu ajuange job yako hivi, shima yako hivi na ni sawa. So if I see something I'll not be shocked.
That's true.
Unajua I'll be cautious.
That's
if
true.
you see something like but mtu anakujifanyia lakini hao ndio wanaweza kukuua, wachukue watoto wako, wachukue bwanako, wakufanyie kila kitu mbaya na anachekanga na wewe.
I know one of that sort.
You speak ill of me to everybody. Every time in the room you're telling people this, but you still want to be my friend. Why? I free. I set you free like I set you of dawn. I set you free. Tissue in between, loser woman there. Next, women who are always trying to compete with you. You're not me. You're not.
Please, you have your life. Live your life. Like, please, don't be Don't have loser women activities. Literally, as we wind up, don't have loser women activity. Love always say personally, kujijua ni muhimu. Yeah, kujijua is really something important. You know, you don't have to compare yourself to someone. You don't have to copy anyone's look. You don't have to try to just jijua, jipende na jiheshimu. I'm heavy on those 3 words, especially nowadays. Kwanza hapo kwa kujiheshimu. Respect yourself. Some things you trying to do, some things you say jiheshimu tafadhali. Mimi nimesema, say if I text you more than twice, na jiheshimu. Like if I text 2-3 people and they're not responding to me, siwezi text watatu ndakuwa sijiheshimu. Like I call you more than twice, nimejiheshimu. Like I've gotten to that level. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Like this is my limit. I can't dial more than that. Literally. And have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. For me, doesn't see you guys later on. Today should be our reaction Tuesday videos. And my name is Joby.
Personally, on that, I feel like them mostly in Milan is just the importance of knowing who you are. Yeah. Knowing what you are capable of. Once you are ukishajijua, hata you'll embrace even the bad side of you. There's no, you know what you're capable of. Just know yourself, man. Utakuwa unafanya zenye ma influencer wanafanya, unataka kufanya Joby ya mashmani na wewe ni Lizzy, you know, and stuff like that. So just know yourself. Just know yourself.